Hi, and welcome to HUR at Home. It's Thursday night, music night. So excited because I've been following this woman's career from Love and Hip Hop Atlanta to being a recording artist. We are rocking her latest song, Scooch, on WHUR, of course. We've got lots to talk about, her TV show, everything. And she's here with us. Ladies and gentlemen, the beautiful and talented K. Michelle. Yes.
Hello, hello,
Hello,
hello.
how gorgeous you are. It's such a pleasure to meet you.
It's a pleasure to meet you too. How are you today?
I'm doing well. Welcome to HUR at Home. I started just talking about your accolades from being a reality star and
Uh-huh.
recording artist. Yeah, I mean, you're doing a lot, and you've got your new TV show. I saw it last night
Mhm,
in a new series. So let's see where to start. From,
mhm.
I guess I'll just start with how are you doing?
Running around. I am doing a lot of running, but I'm good. Like I'm in a good place and it never stops. It just
Yeah.
keeps going. But I'm in a good place.
That's good. The running around, I mean, many of us are still working from home and want to run around, but a little scared.
Yeah.
Have you been out there a lot lately? And how do you feel about it? I mean, with,
Uh-huh.
the Omicron still around and all of that, how are you doing?
I'm doing good. I was able to take off, just some time. Well, really, I still was touring, but I was able to kind of, focus on the TV show from that aspect as far as producing that, producing another show that I'm doing right now, and just, getting ready for my last R&B album.
Now, it's funny you say that because when I read that, your last R&B album, I was like, okay, am I reading this wrong?
No,
So, I'm the Problem is your latest album,
yes,
right?
mm,
And as I said earlier, the song that we've been rocking, and I love it so much. I love all of the music.
thank
Scoop,
you.
the lyrics, it's funny and it's kind of real sometimes. And but this is your last. So tell me what you mean by that. This is your last R&B
Um,
album.
I
Wow.
say last. I mean, like last. Probably as far as just for a while.
Okay. So
So
last.
everyone, I just know me and music. Music always calls, but my last for a while until I'm focusing on some other things.
And these other things, could these other things be television or what?
Um, Television, just some businesses, my first country album,
Country.
all of that. Yes. Uh-huh.
Ha ha ha. Now we're getting to it. So
Uh-huh.
could be, and that is so cool.
Thank
Tell me
you.
about that. Why did you? Because there aren't a lot of Black folks over on the country lane.
Mhm.
What made you decide to do that?
This is something I've always been doing. I paid for college through yodeling. It's just my passion. It's what it is. It's what I listen to. It's my lifestyle. And, it was time to do what I had been speaking of for so long.
Yeah. Are people surprised by that? Like, if you see this face, I'm like, whoop.
No, like a lot of people have followed me for so long and they have um, heard about this. They've come to shows, they've watched it. It's not, they've just been waiting on it.
I
So to my like diehard fans or just, a lot of media, it's something I've been talking about and doing for like years.
I
So
love it, and its time has come. Who are some of the I mean, a lot of the country songs I don't listen to a whole lot of country, but I
okay.
do like the contemporary stuff. Who are some of the artists that, maybe you like contemporary or otherwise?
I've always been a big Dolly Parton fan.
Yeah.
Um, I am, I like Gabby Barrett. She's a new artist. I really love her a lot. And I like a guy named Ernest. I like him a lot.
Hmm.
And it's a lot of artists. It's a ton of artists. Gary
Yeah.
LeBeau and Rascal Flatts. I just love their music.
Yeah, this is a whole new world for a lot of people, and like for me, again, I don't listen to a whole lot of country, but I used to work at a country radio station, believe it or not. And,
Okay.
I did for about a year, and I was actually selling advertising. And
Okay.
it was this was a little while ago, and I was the first Black person, to sell advertising at that particular network of stations. And it was interesting because I went into it thinking, okay, they're offering me a lot of money to do this, so I'm going to take this job.
All right. Let me take that job. That's how I be.
Once I got in there, and I had to listen to it every day, I fell in love with a lot of the contemporary country music.
Mhm.
So I say all of that to say, don't discount country music if you don't know about it. You got to
Oh no,
listen
it's
to it.
amazing. It's storytelling. It's heartfelt.
Yeah,
It's full of life. It's
yeah,
really, you know, it's a great genre. It always has been. And
yeah.
it's a lot of soul in it.
It's a lot of so. Would you say it reminds you of blues? It does me.
Some of it, like Americana, some of it does. It just depends on the artist and like the
Mm,
type of country. Like there's type of to me, there's like a style of rap, there's styles of R&B, there's styles of
that's right.
country as well.
Yeah, yeah, good. I cannot wait. I
Thank
can't
you.
wait to hear what you're doing. So,
Thank you.
and also one of my favorite guilty pleasures is, what is that TV show where they Botched? It's called Botched.
Uh-huh.
So I love that show until I found out about your TV show,
Okay.
My Fair Body. I mean, kind of right? I mean, it's kind of the same
Graphic.
idea. Yeah,
It's different because we gotta get more into the lives of
yeah,
people, and it's a different angle. It's a different. I can get
needle.
some comparisons, but it's a different kind of show. It's a
Let's
bit
talk
graphic,
about that.
and it's graphic. It's more into people's like life,
Yeah,
um, to know them as a person, and to kind of know their mental in that state, outside of that state,
yeah.
all of that. So it's a different type of show.
Totally different type of show, and who better? I love the fact that long before your TV show, you were one of the first people, like a celebrity to come forward and say, "Look, this is my story." I mean, that took a lot of courage for you to do that, and it was very generous of you to do that, quite honestly, for people who are also doing it. But, I mean, especially in our community, in our culture, people get stuff done, but they don't necessarily want to tell you about it. They're like, okay, I got a little nip here, a little tuck there, but they want to keep it a big secret unless somebody knows.
It's
Right?
kind of changing. Yeah, it is. It's always kind of been like that. I like to see that it's changing and people are very open as to what they're going through and the work they've had or what they might be getting.
Yeah,
So it's
yeah,
worked a lot.
yeah. So, what led you to just come forward and say, listen, you might be thinking of doing this,
Mhm.
but it's probably not the best thing to do?
I've always just been very open in my truth and who I am.
Mhm.
And this was just another situation where I was, going to be me and be very open about what it is.
Yeah, yeah,
I didn't really want to hide anything, or
yeah,
I just wanted to tell the truth.
yeah. And by doing that, you've encouraged other people to come
Mhm.
forward and tell their truth, right?
Yes,
So talk
yes.
about that, like some of how's that feel? It's gotta be gratifying.
It. I don't know. Maybe not gratifying because it's kind
Mhm.
of bittersweet, because you get to see people and what they're still going through,
Yeah,
and if you care anything about them, and I always do. You feel away, but it does feel good to say, is someone watching, someone's going to learn, they're going to pick a better surgeon,
yeah,
they're going to, if they've had surgery, it didn't turn out the way they wanted it to, they're going to, understand they're not alone in that and you're really saving people's lives. So
mm.
that
That
does feel
part
good. Yeah.
that part's gratifying. That's what
Mhm.
I mean. I mean, instead of suffering in silence, some of the stories that you uncover on your show, it's just heartbreaking. And, people who go in there thinking, "Okay, I look okay, but I really think if I get this done, it's gonna."
Yeah. It's
Right?
always going to be something you can fix
Yeah.
to you and your mind. That's just people. That's just us as humans.
It's us as humans, and in our industry, especially yours, being a recording artist, where it's not just how good you sound,
Mhm.
it's how you look.
Absolutely. Yeah, nowadays it's not even about how you sound, or it's just different. Like culture is so different. And I would like to say it got a little bit better, but it got a lot weirder.
Yeah, how about that?
It got weirder,
Got a
weirder.
lot weirder. Yeah, yeah. So, I think what you're doing is helping a lot of young artists especially, because long gone are the days of artist development where people,
Mhm.
can kind of pull them aside and say, "Look, take care of you, blah, 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 your image, blah, blah, blah." But you're saying, "Listen, just from your heart to theirs and your experience to theirs, you don't have to do all that."
No. Do what makes you happy. I'm not against plastic surgery. Do what
Yeah,
you want to do. Just make sure you know what you're doing.
yeah. Starting a whole new season, what do we have to look forward to this season of My Killer Body?
Um, some pretty graphic,
Ooh,
pretty shocking stories, like things you've never seen before.
like
You've never seen this type of thing on a network on TV.
oh,
So we always say, maybe to watch with someone, or just, if you don't have a strong stomach, just kind of be prepared, because it's you go inside the rooms of these surgeries with these women, and you get to they really open up their entire life to you.
wow. Oh my gosh. I mean, good for you again, just for doing a show like this. I mean, is this something that because you were telling your story that you were approached by producers to say,
No,
"Listen,
this is my show.
you did it."
I came up with it, teamed up with Jesse Collins. Um, and he was amazing. Me and him basically kind of wanted to pick the right network. We were on one network. I didn't really like how they wanted to present it, so I removed it from that network and ended up going to another network, Lifetime,
Yeah,
which I they got the vision, they understood it, they understood the message and what we were trying to do, and then we brought in Carlos King to really get the stories together. So yeah,
wow, talk about black girl magic, K. Michelle. I
thank
mean, you know, here you are. I mean, do you really get the enormity of all this? Again, as I said, started off on a reality show, which is a great
you.
platform, right? I mean,
Can be, depends on what you do
can
with it.
be, like it or not. Like if you're a person like yourself and you've got your own aspirations and you're, forward moving, using that platform to do what you want. You don't necessarily have to stay there, but you have access to a whole lot of people,
Mm-hmm.
right? So here you are starting off on TV, and then you're a recording artist, and then you have this vision for a show, and then actually seeing it, get legs and seeing it through to becoming really popular and it's on Lifetime TV. Just
Hmm.
saying, I'm just really proud of you. You're made your own opportunities, and you're constantly reinventing. Now you're over in the country music lane, and yeah, just keep on going.
Thank you.
I
Thank you.
love it. You mentioned that you've got other projects.
Mhm.
So, of course, the, My Killer Body,
Yes.
the country music. Is there anything else that you want to tell us about?
I'm just working on something for women in Memphis. So
Women
where
Focus.
I'm from. So I'm working on that show currently. So hopefully I'll be able to, have more information on that within the next 3-4 months on that show.
Love it. Kate Michelle is busy, y'all. Busy. I love
Try to
it.
be.
Oh my goodness. So before we leave, I just want to talk about Scooch a little bit.
Uh-huh.
Uh, who are the producers and all of that stuff? And did you write it yourself? Tell us
Mhm.
about the song.
Scooch, I did it with I call my brothers, my whole team. They've been with me forever. I did it with Little Ronnie. I did it with Felly and Sick Pen, and we're all like family. So a lot of my songs, I try to keep the same team and things like that. So we just went in there, and that was just the vibe I was on. I wanted to do a two-step. I wanted to do something old school. I wanted to do something feel good, because the album is very emotional and very heavy in that. So I wanted to at least do something to feel good, because it's about to warm up,
Yeah.
and I wanted I wanted people just to be able to go outside and dance at their barbecue or do what they wanted to do. And yeah, I didn't kind of want people to make people start crying.
Right, you got to lighten it up a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
I love it. Well, congratulations on all of your
Thank
success.
you.
WHUR, excuse me, we've always loved you and always played your
Thank you.
music. So keep doing what you're doing. K. Michelle here on HUR at Home. Shout out your social media, if you will.
My social media is K Michelle Music. Um, don't go over there unless you unless you really have some fun.
Thank you.
So you can go over there. K Michelle's my Facebook. K Michelle is my Twitter. And I have a private page for my country page, and I'm kind of keeping it private, but you can request to follow. It's Kimberly, Tennessee, and I'm just kind of letting people in slowly.
Okay, well, listen, when you see the name Angela Stribling pop up, it's
I
your
got you.
I'm definitely going to follow everything you're doing.
Thank
Thank you.
you.
Thanks for spending time with us. WHUR loves you and keep on doing what you're doing.
Thank you so much, Angela.
You're welcome. Have a good night.
You too.
Mwah. Wow, K. Michelle on HUR at Home. This woman is doing the doggone thing. So proud of her. I am just so happy that we got a chance to meet her. Keep your comments coming and make sure you keep on following us. Go to WHUR.com to see this interview, this conversation over and over. It's going to live there. And make sure you keep following us at WHUR-FM. You can follow me at Angela Stribling on all platforms. And thanks for keeping us #1 in the DMV, 96.3 WHUR. Have a good night. Thank you. Bye.